Administration sources in Washington disclosed today that there is new evidence of a serious setback in the war on drugs. Senior administration officials revealed that the drug cartel, led by Colombian strongman Dom Hasquez, has expanded its operations north into Cuba. Hasquez visited Havana a year ago, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Cuba, starved for hard currency, is said to be using drug profits for a badly needed modernization of its armed forces. After meeting with military leaders from Central and South American countries, Secretary of the Navy Emery stated that he was very concerned over the increased level of operations by all of Cuba's armed forces, including the operation off Florida's east coast of 2 Cuban submarines that recently completed extensive overhauls.
Welcome to Norfolk, Captain. We're ready to begin your weapons loadout as soon as you specify what you want to carry. I suggest you go over to headquarters and check on your tasking right away. Your provisions are waiting on the pier as soon as you have a work party to load them. We have some spare parts for you to load also, and we'll get started on your voyage repairs right away.
Well, hello everyone, FPS Chazla here, and welcome to 688i Hunter Killer. So, I'm finally getting back into some Sonalysts action after a while here. I never made a video about it. I don't know if I'll make a separate one or if I'll just have it be in here. Maybe I will still make a separate one. I'm not sure I'm expecting everyone to watch this, but I needed a break from Dangerous Waters for a little there. Kind of been playing it for like 3 years straight, just about, ever since summer 2014. Or was it 2013? I guess it was 2013. And towards the end there, you know, bugs, I was starting to notice bugs more, I was noticing detriments more, I was basically just burned out. But now, back for some 688i Hunter Killer. I'm doing this for a fresh change of pace, you know. I wanted to come back and check this out. This isn't my first time playing it. I've played it a little bit, so I'm decently familiar with the interface. The main difference is that, you know, there's the mouse can't do as much stuff, and we'll get into that, but yeah. So we're here on this first mission, Region 1, Sealing Their Fate. Part of me to consider doing this in Dangerous Waters with RA, but, you know, I want to get the full 688i Hunter Killer experience, so... This is kind of like... came out at the same time as SSN. Anyway, not sure we need to adjust too much here. We don't need to repair. Our weapons are probably fine. No, I'm not going to want this many harpoons on the rack. I don't need that many harpoons on the rack. We'll go with 3... and we'll do this, and then the tubes will take out one of these poons. And we'll give another ag cap. So we got four harpoons total, 20 torpedoes, and tomahawks in the tubes. So that should be good there. We got 10 cases of peanut butter. Holy shit. And got ourselves a briefing here. You are being assigned to a task force operating in support of the President's renewed offensive in the war against drugs. It is imperative that you prepare the ship immediately for a period of operations of not less than 90 days. You will have SEAL Detachment 21 embarked. Weapons should be chosen to support both ASW and ASUW operations. Because of the sensitivity of these clandestine operations, you will not inform your crew of their destination until after you are underway. Specific tasking will follow by message. Throughout your deployment, you will be supported by periodic intelligence updates. It says messages, but same thing. Upon completion of necessary repairs and when all stores have been loaded, get underway and proceed to the Caribbean region. Caribbean? I don't think I need to repair anything here. Upgrades. Oh yeah, I remember seeing about this in the in the manual. A few things got repaired. We can buy upgrades as the game goes on using points, but I have no points. We get points by doing missions, so that's fun. And then, yeah, I think that's it. We're good to go. You know what? I will take a few more poons. We will go with 7 poons and 14 torpedoes. No, sorry, 16 torpedoes. So that sounds good. Let's depart on out of here. Alrighty. So... the interface here is not really all too much different from Subcommand or Dangerous Waters. The main... I was hearing beeps and someone's backing up a truck outside. I thought it was Hearing some kind of pings or something. Don't know why I just turned on the high freak, but I noticed this in a mission I was doing. It gives you a degree here, so it goes, 120 degrees, so that's interesting. A third of a circle. So the interface in this game, yeah, it's different. Instead of having stuff at the bottom with the messages are still here, but you got your time and the speed, course, and depth up in this part here instead. Got our nav map. The resolution of this game is very small, as you may have noticed. It's like 640 by 480, and I cannot increase that any further, but I'll make it up to 720 for the video on YouTube there. We have our beautiful 3D, which I guess looks maybe a little better than SSN, but really it's about the same. This is cool here. So you got yourself a little... oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Got ourselves a little 3D rendering of the con. Some of these textures are rather low detail, but you can actually click onto stations from in here. This is kind of fun. Not sure I'll be using this interface too much, but it is kind of fun to look at. You got a little something to look at instead of just, outside of the boat. Got a USNI reference in-game. Ship information. There's a lot of detail on this. The 688I Hunter Killer Manual is a very interesting manual. If you've not seen it, it seems like the manuals as they go on get bigger, but also get less specific. Like this one almost like this one tells you how to do like 4 missions, like ranging from sonar to TMA and everything. But we got all the same stations really, so none of this really changes all that much. Got ourselves a sonar. Sounds like we got some shrimp. More shrimp. Some kind of surface thing here. So let's actually see where the heck we are, huh? Okay, so we're off the southern coast of Cuba here. Cuba. I guess we need some orders. Our orders should be somewhere else here. We have a stateroom. So if we open up this safe, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, so here's our orders here. So our current goal status is to arrive at the launch point. We haven't gotten that yet. I assume we'll get that message eventually. We got a little ship status here, which is fun. But yeah, there's a lot of cool little detail in this game that has not really been carried forward to, sub-command in dangerous waters. There's a little key here where you can change from training to tactical. And maybe in training missions you can actually, quote-unquote, fire, a weapon. That'd be interesting. Anyway, what is our depth? We're at 0.58, huh? Okay, so we're shallower than periscope depth. Periscope depth is only 60 feet in this game. When I played another mission, I tried to do it at 65 feet, and the ESM and radio didn't work. Too deep. But let's raise this up and see what we got.
Aye, sir.
Oh, here we go. We got our here we go. We got our proper stuff here. Operate in the waters north of latitude 20 north between 80 west and 81 west. Mac. Foxtrot. Trawler. There was a Foxtrot in the last mission, some Libya mission. OSA. Foxtrot, Trawler, OSA. What's the bearing on that? 030? What is our depth here? I should probably get this towed out, huh? Yeah, let's get this towed out. I don't want the port towed array. I want the stabbed. Give me the stabbed towed array. Stab.
Aye, sir.
Bastin. Mission. Insertion of... Get that out of here. Insertion of SEAL team for surveillance and intelligence collection in support of the war on drugs. Launch of the SEAL team must occur at a depth less than 68 feet and a speed less than 2 knots. ROE peacetime. Once SEALs have been launched, open land 25 nautical miles to the south for comms and further instructions. Did we get a launch basket? We did not get a launch basket. Where am I supposed to insert these broheims? Don't think there was anything on the map there about what to do with these guys. But I'm assuming that will probably come on a message. But we can also, raise the radio, raise the antenna
Aye,
here now.
sir.
We could possibly even try and take a look at that Foxtrot. That's a pretty strong signal. I have no idea what this is over here.
on. Radio. New
There you
message
go.
traffic received.
So if you're wondering where like that new message traffic received came from in Dangerous Waters, obviously this game here. We're gonna let this go out to about 1,000 feet. It's not as easy to tell when you've reached full sensitivity. But I like how this looks. This is much more like, I've seen some pictures of some real broadband outputs, and this looks much more like that, you know, much more kind of jagged. Not really as constant as in Dangerous Waters or something. Oh, there's distance shrimp, and these are closer shrimp. What's our speed? 5 knots. Very well. Tanker. Okay. New radio message. Launch point for SEAL insertion is 22-2 north, 8038 west. 22-2. I already forgot. 22-2, 8038. 22-2, 8038. Oh, don't do this to me. The other day, I pressed enter and it put a mark in for me. Uh-oh. I'm pressing enter, aren't I? Enter puts in a mark, doesn't it? Oh boy. I was putting in marks in mission the other day, and now it's not putting in a mark. Oh well. That is most unfortunate. I think our course is kind of taking us right there right now anyway. It's going to take us a while to get there at 5 knots, and we're going to have to speed her up. This is pretty deep. There should be like a layer. Stop. We have a whole separate display for SSP. There's indeed a layer at 338 feet. Man, that's some nice water. So yeah, we'll get down there and we'll do some sprinting and drifting kind of stuff. 15 knots. Get her up to 15. Get ourselves some transit here. All right, what am I doing? We got masts up. Okay.
Lower the
Where's this
antenna.
Folks at 043? I'm going to try and take a peek
Lower
at his
the
butt.
ESM mast. Aye, sir.
And I can't use the mouse to pan around in the periscope view, which is a little terrible. But we'll see if we can see ourselves a Foxtrot on the surface. And we're very close to detection threshold. Now I can't see anything. We're going to get this out of here. Alright. Let's go ahead and secure. Let's actually take a survey of things here on the TMA here. Make sure we're seeing everything. I like how they have a little demon logo for the demon there. So there aren't that many platforms in this game. There are very few. And there does not seem to be a printable frequency sheet, much to my chagrin. Because I would like myself a printable frequency sheet. And these really aren't organized in any particular manner. It's possible I've already been through them all. But I would say that is not possible because I have not found a match for this contact yet. Have I been through them all? I've probably been through them all already. Maybe not. Just trying to find some kind of match here. Oh. No, that was close. No, I've definitely been through them all already. Okay. Doesn't look like multiple contacts, but I guess it is. Okay. There's that. There's this. They're lining up, right? Yeah, okay, they're lining up. Maybe we zoom in a little bit. That'll help us out here. It's close, but that's me. Yeah, all you can play as in this game is, you guessed it, 688i. That's why it's called 688i. But yeah, it gets in it look like decently good detail. I don't know how accurate it is. Okay, we've been through all these contacts, and it's not giving me anything. So I don't know what's going on with that. I guess we might be seeing multiple contacts. I think we're seeing multiple contacts on the same bearing here. Even though it doesn't really look like it. We might have to change course here. That's a delayed cat food feeder thing that my girlfriend needs to turn off. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and change course here before we go and secure from observation and move into silent running. Not silent running, but layer running. Increase speed. Let's come left here.
Come left to course 0, 0,
See if we can
3.
split up some
Aye,
of these
sir.
tracks a little bit. Because it's not making any sense. Well, I guess we could check it out here in the spherical. But there's no smart detection thing, so we can't even get it to try and help us out with that. Broadband. got some stuff really rather close aboard.
Steady on course 003.
The heck is that? I've never heard a sound like that. These are shrimp or dolphins or something. Oh, look at that linear-esque course change. That's very sub-command-esque. What the heck is this clunker? I don't know. I'll have to wait for this course change. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty. Had to recover my laundry, but laundry's all folded. And now we may finish this mission. So we just turned. Thankfully, the turns were quick. Let's try and see how the cookie has crumbled. Some of these contacts. So I'm still seeing this woobity-wobbity on this guy. Tanker. Okay, well that one's sorted out the tanker now. This one, what do we have here? We got ASLs. 120, 125, 115. I wish I had myself a frequency sheet. Well, AdCap works. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to how these are sorted out. DSRV, mini sub, and I tried to compare some of these to the subcommand profiles because like subcommand and dangerous waters share profiles, but no, they're different. They got changed somewhere in there. Trident. What is a trident? It's a missile. Arleigh Burke. Cruise ship. That seems most probable. Trawler. Okay, well it's gonna be a trawler then. What about this jam here? Possibly 2 tracks, possibly not. If this comes up as nonsense, then well, where's our foxtrot? No. Nowhere near a foxtrot. We were getting foxtrot on the ESM. Supposedly not seeing anything resembling a foxtrot. These both are like mirror contacts over here. Yeah, they're all mirror contacts. Everything is this way. So there might be some what the heck? Someone just disappeared off the sonar there. Could be in the baffles. 688i does not show baffles. But yeah, we were getting the ESM from that foxtrot. Excuse me, foxtrot. Let me pronounce it properly. So what was up? Oh wait. Oh, sorry. It wasn't marking because I'm in the wrong map. This is the fire control. That is not the nav map, which is somewhere else. Over here. Okay. Radio room 22-2 8038. 22-2 8038. There you go. Okay, there's our launch point. Mac. So we can do this. We can't see history. It's a little clunky, but it's fine. But we have this cool thing that they took out. A little sounding plot. Don't know why they got rid of that, but it's fun. There's some things in here I don't know why they got rid of. They're kind of cool. And I don't really see why they would have gotten rid of them, but it's fine. Okay, so we have to get there. I do not think we have a time constraint. An OSA patrol craft is reported to be... Oops. Oh, I didn't finish reading this. Okay, launch point for seal insertion is blah. Fishing activity is to be expected south of launch point. Moderate commercial traffic will be encountered in the area. An OSA patrol craft is reported to be operating west of the launch point. And a Coney-class frigate has been reported to the south. A Foxtrot-class SS is out of home port and unlocated. Well, I've located it. SEALs must be onshore and able to find cover before sunrise. Okay, it's shortly after midnight. Remain undetected. Do not engage vessels of Cuban Navy. Mission success depends on complete covertness. Break. It'd be interesting if someone did a mission but like kind of had a message chop off and didn't put like the BT in the end. Like, would you think like, oh well, there's no break, so the message is an incomplete transmission. So how far do we have to go? It looks like about, I call it 40 miles. Maybe not that far. 30 to 40 miles at 5 knots. Yeah, it's a little too slow. We should probably do at least 2/3. I do 2/3, 4 hours. That might even be a little too slow. So yeah, we'll aim for about 15 knots or so. So we've taken stock of the situation. Oh, that's interesting. These guys did that and then they did this. What is going on with my toad? I don't know. That's weird. Some guy here's got a crazy bearing rate going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that here. These are the reciprocals, or the mirrors. And then it's going all wonky over here. Well, these are obviously the real ones. Did I change anything recently? I mean, there was a course change in there. Weird. What does our OSA profile look like? My course is 003. Okay, so the towed baffles are in this range. They don't show the baffles removed. Are we seeing anything else? I only looked at the blatant peaks. I did not look at any of the other ones. Okay. So it seems to be rather clear. This gets somewhat shallow, but not really that much shallow. So yeah, we'll just head straight in there. This is a deep little gulch here. Deep little gulch. In the southern part of Cuba here. Oh, this is all very shallow here. That would be like impossible to do something. It's like constant depth for a bunch of it. That's got to be like a design choice or something. There's no way it would all be 62 feet, but you never know. But yeah, got ourselves a nice little deep gulch here. Yeah, the Caribbean gets decently deep. Like over here, like look at that freaking drop off there, dude. That's crazy. You go from this to that in like 20 miles. That's nuts. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you think of that gradient, like 20,000 feet in 5 miles, that's nuts. You're like dropping off a foot for every 4 feet laterally. That's crazy on average. All right, enough blobbing around. Let's go ahead and get our depth. So as far as I know, you can only order depth here on the main pane here. So we're going to go down to about 600 feet. We'll just do 658 feet.
Make my depth 658 feet.
Can't use the mouse wheel on this. I don't know if mouse wheels really even existed at the time. Do you remember a time when mouse wheels didn't exist? Because I do. Let's see. I remember a time where there used to be 3 buttons on a mouse, and I'm not talking about like a middle click scroll wheel. It'd be like left click, right click, and then there was some kind of middle click. I think that was like an old Mac mouse. Anyway. We'll go down beneath the layer. We might as well just speed it up here. Go beneath the layer. See what's down there, if anything. Check out a nifty little 3D. With the red very high up on the submarine hull here. It shows it getting shallow, but that's kind of because that looks closer than it really is. Like this land right we're seeing here is really far away, actually. Gotta be at least a mile or so away. Interesting how it's easier to see underwater in 6AI Hunter Killer than in Subcommand. Like in Subcommand, it's impossible to see anything underwater. Alright, we are now officially underneath this layer. Oh, there's no time acceleration in the 3D mode. Did not notice that. Okay. So we are down here. And let's go ahead and, well, I don't know if the toad is down here yet. I don't know if it models that. I mean, on the 3D, judging by the 3D, it does. So we won't have to wait for that to come down here. If we look at the broadband, so I don't think it models that because these all kind of just attenuated. So interesting to note, we are beneath the layer, but we can still see these contacts ever so faintly. So I've been talking about some people with this recently. The layer is not impenetrable. It just attenuates by a certain decibel amount. It's not an impenetrable barrier. It just reduces sounds by a lot, but it doesn't eliminate them. That is worth noting. So we're still seeing some of these dudes. Of course, they have the potential to see us, but we are also a state-of-the-art warship that is not going to be traveling terribly too fast, so they won't really hear us. But they probably also, based on how Subcommand and Dangerous Waters play, these platforms that we're kind of going after seem to be decently noisy ones. And Some of this sounded like shrimp, but I don't think it was. I don't even know if there are biologics in this game. No, that is interesting. What is that? Seeing very faint. 50 frequencies over there. Victor 2. Oh, well, no, that's just the profile I'm on. Don't mean nothing. We were seeing that Foxtrot Big and Brat on the frickin' whatchamacallit doodad there. The ESM, but no sign of it on sonar. These seem to be two different tracks here. You got one in here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get her up to 15 knots, yeah?
All ahead standard.
And
Aye,
let's
sir.
plot a course. We cannot press C to plot a course, so I'll plot a course this way. For 28 degrees-ish. Oh gosh. Okay, so I just left-click to get rid of that. Give me a course, 28 degrees, Walton.
Come right to course 028. Aye, sir.
And we'll run here for about... Let's run for 8 minutes. We'll come out of this.
Steady on course 028.
See what we're dealing with. We'll run till 0030 here. How's our sonar looking? When's this washout happening? We can keep the toad out. We can keep the toad out. Our toad is looking very nice. These guys are coming up big and bright. They must have passed right overhead of us. In the, because, yeah, you know, when you get closer in, the layer doesn't exist, you know, within about 1 to 2 miles, somewhere in there. The layer does not exist. We're still in a layer, aren't we? Okay. I don't know if this updates real time. I thought I've seen somewhere that this kind of updates real time. But you can also do XBT. I don't know. I've seen something about that. I'll have to possibly chase that down a little further. Alright, well, let's come out of this now.
All ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
We're getting some stuff showing up all of a sudden here. Showing up big and brat. But no reason to think it's anything other than a merchant man. Where's our OSA at? Do we have a potential, an approximate location on our OSA there? It's not OSA. What about Coney? I probably went the complete wrong way to find Coney. I did. Thankfully, there's like 30 platforms in this game. Ooh, that does look like Coney. Except for the fourth. The fourth does not line up. So there's not a Coney. Farewell. So we should be somewhat unpredictable in our ascension here. So we'll come to about 060 now. We'll do 58.
Come right to course 058. Aye, sir.
I think we get VLF, ELF type stuff going on in this game. We're not tracking anyone right now. Don't really feel the need to. Just kind of keeping tabs on what we're seeing. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary. We should do a sweep. Make sure we're not seeing any kind of potential
Steady on course 058.
submerged contacts here. But yeah, pretty sure these are probably... Well, we should actually try and possibly classify these dudes. That would probably be pertinent. Would it not? I don't even know what this is. Was this the one I was trying to search through earlier? They might end up giving biologics narrowband contacts, because I'm pretty sure this is a biologic. Because it's not matching any profile I have. I'm pretty sure we have 2 biologics going on out here, and then this tanker. Got ourselves a tanker and some biologics. You've labored to produce a biologic. A what? A whale, Beaumont. A whale. A marine mammal that knows a hell of a lot more about sonar than you do. Okay. Well. Let us go ahead and continue our run here. What am I doing? I guess I'm trying to look in the baffles real quick. No, it's nothing. I guess this guy disappeared. I don't know what was happening with the toad there. I've seen some wonky toad behavior. But, yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on that front? Okay. Let us go ahead and we'll get ourselves some standard here.
All ahead standard.
And
Aye, sir.
continue the run. We'll go to 040 this time. 040. Go to 1240. 40 Zulu. 0040 Zulu. This should be a rather straightforward mission, I think. In fact, we could probably go for longer. I mean, part of it is we don't even need to necessarily slow down. We're not even losing any freaking acuity here. Just kind of sketch out about stuff that kind of pops in and out like that.
All ahead
Like,
1/3.
what the heck was
Aye,
that?
sir.
Granted, I was listening to it at speed. But that was a weird little blurp there. That could be a fishing boat. They do have that kind of blurpy behavior. I'm going to lose it before I can take a look at it. No, it didn't look like a fishing boat. What were other things? The first and second frequency were rather close together. Roll on, roll off. Oh, I saw that. There was some campaign mission that was like RO, roll on, roll off or something. What was I looking for? We had Kilo, no, sorry, I wanted the Foxtrot. Where's that Foxtrot at? I don't know what that was. That was weird. I probably should have done a better job of stemming down. But as you can see, it's kind of been showing up there the whole time. It's kind of blurping. Blipping and blurping. This one's blipping and blurping too. Is that not the same thing? Okay, so that's the same track there, but it's kind of blipping and blurping on the spherical, but the toad is showing it more or less constant. And then we're seeing this guy over here. We're seeing him over here as well. It's the same track right there. Very interesting. What was I going to look at? Look at something. I was seriously about to look at something. I don't remember. I guess the map. It would be nice to have a history profile, but I realize that's probably not going to happen. Okay. So let us keep proceeding. Oh, why did I guesstimate my range earlier? So range circles. Okay, so we got 30 miles to go. We maintain, if we go approximately 15 knots the whole time, we'll be there in 2 hours. So we'll keep up this 15 knot stuff. May not slow down necessarily all the time. What is this guy showing up here? Shrimpy shrimp? Okay. Yeah, there's that thing and this thing over here. Okay, well, that's a tanker. Something big. And we should be able to see this guy on the toad. One would think. We can see it on the broadband, but we can't see it on the toad. Okay. Or rather, we can see it on the broadband, but we can't see it on the narrow. Very well. Let's come back to about here.
Come left to course.
Give me
0,
some
1,
standard.
6. Aye, sir. All ahead standard.
We'll
Aye,
8 times
sir.
it up here.
Steady on course. 0, 1, 6.
And we'll cruise to 50 minutes. Holy Christ. I keep forgetting we have like I have a baffle that I have to mind here, so maybe stuff is popping in and out of the baffle while it's... Yeah, okay, that's why this showed up all of a sudden. It popped out of the baffle there. So we should be keeping tabs on some of this stuff here. But I'm guessing these are the biologics, these ones that are kicked way the hell out here, because there's nothing else they could be. They don't show up on the frickin' frequency spectrum. But yeah, everything's kind of fanning out. We can at least stay at 15 knots when we come to check out the narrow band. But yeah, we got... What do we got here? Tanker, probably. Probably went the wrong way. Oh, is it in alphabetical order? Kind of. kind of is. Seems like it kind of is. Yeah, there's your tanker. Well, let's get a tracker on him.
Con, sonar. I have a
Just
new
for the heck
contact.
of it,
Bearing
something to do.
334. Designated Sierra 1.
Which one is the real one? We can figure that out. Was that the tanker over here? Oh, this is the tanker. Okay. Come back to the broadband. This is the real one. So we can go ahead and drop the other one there. I guess it already got dropped. Or maybe I marked this one. I guess maybe I marked this one. I thought I marked the other one. Okay. Well, let us get a little more time lapse. Gonna wrap this up here soon. Get some time lapse. Get some LOBs on this guy. Figure out what he's up to. We should be able to get some demon. J01. I have no idea what his TPK is. I guess we could check this. It should tell us. Tanker. Hello. Is this only going to show me military? That's annoying. So you're not going to give me TPK for civilians. What about next? Back, home. Weapons, platforms. I cannot get TPK for tanker. Okay, well, shit. Kind of throws that out the window. I don't know, dude. Something. He's doing something. Okay, well, we've gotten some TMA on him, have we not? Well, a wee little bit. Well, let's keep going a little bit here then. Give me a course over here.
Come right to course 062. Aye, sir. Steady on course 062.
Man, everything's dancing. Seeing everything dancing. Maybe we should do another one of these XPTs. Everything's kind of coming up pretty loud. Would have been nice to do that from a shallower depth, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. Okay. TMA. Give me some more data. It's a little slow on the draw. Let's assume a speed of 15. That might be too fast for a tanker, but we'll assume it. The data is interesting on this. Sir, the data support no conclusions as yet. For all we know, this may just be an exercise. May just be. What if it's not an exercise? Sorry, I kind of conflated two characters there. Okay. Oh, we just got a new LOB. Is this guy this close aboard? Possibly. That first bearing line could be kind of anomalous. I'm kind of trying to pretend that tells me everything there is to know about this guy. We'll say that for now. Could be quite possible. We should probably mark him up over here as well.
Con, sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 341. Designated Sierra 2.
3, 4, 1. Merge these guys up. Okay. This is better for an approximate triangulation. But those did not come in at the same time, therefore not a valid triangulation. 20 knots. If he's going to be up here, he's going to be going pretty fast. So we'll let that chew for a little bit. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop it here. So thanks for watching, guys. Good to be back into this, for sure. When the current time is 1 in the morning local. Or is that Zulu? I think they always show it as local time in this game. I don't know. I don't think they show it as Zulu, because I think that would mess with people's senses. But anyway, we're proceeding to this drop-off point. We'll get our seals out, and we'll get them out to do their mission next time. So anyway, Gonna stop here. See you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.